We were staying in a rented house, trying to look for a place just to begin our work. So we started with a little bit of social work going around the villages, but we found out to really make our presence felt, we had to start a school.
While providing the latest educational facilities, we also make sure that they also get opportunities to develop their talents in other things like cultural, artistic, sports, games, etc. We have 2 basketball courts, the modern type of basketball courts where children can play. We have football court, and we also give importance to cultural events where many of the children will be participating and showing their talents in dancing and singing.
When we said, okay, we like to bring in a little more technology to raise the standard of the whole place, not just our school, but also be a forerunner in this aspect.
One such system is actually the Smart Class education program here, where through media or electronic media, they can also get better education.
This audio-visual, we have noticed that gets into the mind much faster, remains in the mind much longer than just the lecture method. So we said, okay, whatever the cost may be, let us go into this.
Some people criticize why you want to have such facilities, why such basketball courts, etc. Those facilities are required, so there's a demand. Because of the facilities available, modern technology, everything satisfying the needs of the people who are middle class and well-to-do. We also would like to get some income from that and make use of the resources also for the poor, the education of the poor. So it's a sort of sharing, rich sharing in an indirect way, and we facilitate that.
In whatever program we have done, there's a common understanding that Don Bosco people are not just for one sector of the community, but for everybody.
We have initiated a program called Child Labour Residential Center where children stay with us and then they are put into the mainstream or formal school after 1 year of education. We also have a hostel where we have about 60 children staying here. These are actually children from the villages, interior villages where they cannot have access to education. So they stay with us and they go to the nearby schools where they have the possibility of good education. We collaborate with the Breads in different ways. We also have a supplementary education in different villages where after the class hours, children come to our supplementary education centers and our teachers are there so that they can have a better education facility.
As we're doing the youth empowerment and child empowerment and very much involved in the education of the people around, we said they need technology. We could bring this kind of knowledge to them. Why don't you take the computers to their villages? And the issue of power came, energy. We like to make ourselves a model again. We said, why don't you go for solar energy? When we went to the villages, we found that the women were not treated properly. Looking around, we found that the self-help group concept, that is the SSG concept, was very good. So we picked it up and we trained a few people and we went around the villages.
By this, we are getting cooperation with each other. Then we save our money.
We will talk about all subject. Husband, children, neighbors.
We can learn. Even uneducated people can gamble together. They also learn something.
The more we interacted, we said the self-help group would surely be a means of helping them grow in social status, economical status, and even in the future political status. That's one thing which, looking back, we have achieved to the extent that they are able to have a voice, and for being part of that voice, we are very happy. If you look at the whole design of the church, it looks like more like a temple. A temple would mean anybody can go in India. It's not just one model of a temple, but it has tried to integrate the whole Indian religious ethos. Even when you look at the back of the church, behind the altar, you will see Jesus in the form of a guru. We don't have pews in the church just to represent this idea that we need to sit at the feet of the guru and listen to his teachings. If this place has grown, it is just because of this fact that we accepted them as they are, as God's children, and they see us as people who are committed to a cause. It's a cause of education, it's a cause of society and to the development of the community. Of course, in this last 15 years, it has grown very much in totality, whether it's the social work or the school, and it's good to see that it is not just we have grown, it's the whole people have grown around us. So it is not like the institution grew maybe structure after structure, but it's also nice to see people have grown from one stage to the other.